Hey folks, live in Texas, Hidden Spring Farm. Well, as you can see in the background, we're not on the farm. My wife wanted her Christmas present early, so we end up over here, short drive from the house in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Now listen, I don't know how to say this, but she's having fun and I'm being tortured. So this morning, one of her other presents was a massage. So she taught me into getting a massage next to her. So what was it called? Reflexology?
Yes.
So it's reflexology, and then linebacker Sue come in and put her elbow in the middle of my back and about killed me for about an hour. So right now we're gonna head over to something else I'm not looking forward to because she's talking me into it. And that's get in one of these bathhouses over here on Bathhouse Row in Hot Springs. Now we did a little tour yesterday. We didn't have any kind of equipment with us to film, but we did a little tour yesterday. Went up and down Hot Springs. It's a beautiful little city. Had dinner, had lunch yesterday at, what was the place we had lunch?
Superior Bathhouse Brewery.
Superior Bathhouse Brewery. So it's an old bathhouse they turned into a brewery. Hopefully they ain't drinking the water. Anyway, we had lunch there. Last night we went to a place called Porterhouse, and the service is excellent. The food is good. I wouldn't go excellent, but the food is good. And then this morning we get up and we end up at this massage place. It's this lady's home that does these massages. I don't want to mention them because her name's not Linebacker Sue, but her elbows are. And she goes, "Is this therapeutic?" And I said, yeah, I guess. So yeah, I'm hurting right now. She said, "Well, you might hurt for a couple of days." Well, and she goes, "It might start later this evening." I couldn't even get off the table. I mean, I was hurting. I think she weighed like 97 pounds, and she added weight to her to get up on her tiptoes and hit me with those elbows. But anyway, we're over here in Hot Springs, walking the streets, checking it out. A lot of history here. We learned a lot yesterday. Tell them one thing you learned from the history deal yesterday.
Very interesting with the bathhouses. About you would go in and basically sit inside a stainless steel tank with just your head out, and then they would wrap a towel around, and that was supposed to help get impurities out of your body.
We're not wrapping a metal tank around us today. We're going to go in, and I think it's like a swimming pool, isn't it?
Yeah, they're different bathhouses. The bathhouses have different pools. Start off with 104 degrees, 102, down to like 98, 95, and you just move from each one. But the waters themselves are full of minerals that are supposed to be healing to the body.
So some friends of ours, y'all might recognize this. Come here. Nat and Nat, they got their own YouTube channel, and they come over here and did a video in Hot Springs, and they videoed inside. We're not doing that. I don't think it's allowed anymore, but even if it was, we're not doing that because I'm not having PETA come grab me in Hot Springs and run me down to the ocean and throw me back in the water because there's a well stuck on the beach up here. So we're not doing any of that. We're gonna have a good time, hopefully. But if you do come to these bathhouses, you gotta have non-cotton clothes. What else?
Plastic or rubber shoes.
Some type of plastic or rubber shoe that doesn't have any material on it. So like a rubber or plastic flip-flop you gotta have. And bring your bank account with you because it ain't cheap to get in here. So when I get home, I'm gonna have to mow a couple of yards and build a couple of roofs to pay for this trip. Anyway, this is the before I go in that bathhouse. Y'all pray for me that everything turns out right, and I'll start shooting once we get out of the bathhouse, and I'll do a little intro over into this bathhouse when we get over there. So we just want to talk, put this out real quick and do an intro to this video and let y'all know what we're doing. So here we go. This is new for me. Y'all pray for me. This right here starts the Hot Springs National Park. This building itself is, what's it called again?
It's a type of
It's a school. I'll try to get the name, if I remember, put it down in the link. But if you see right above that car is right above that silver car is a national park sign, and that's the promenade that they used to take in the 1800s and all, and walk behind these bathhouses before these bathhouses were redone. And this, as you can see, we're coming up on the bathhouses here to the right on the sidewalk. So they got a little history deal here. I don't know how well it's pretty beaten down by the sun, so I don't know how well it'll show up. But if you're interested in these, you can definitely look it up on the internet. This tan building here is just an administration building for the national parks. And then this would be the first bathhouse, and it is Lamar. And this is the gift shop for them. Then this next one here is called Buckstaff Baths. Yeah, this one here, like she said, has all the original equipment in. Says you still have an attendant to help you get through it, whatever through it is. And this one here is Ozark. You can see up in the distance that beautiful building. What's that called, babe? Arlington?
The Arlington.
It's the Arlington Hotel. This is the Cultural Center. This is another bathhouse. Is this the one we went in yesterday? Which one was it that had all the history? What is it called?
Fordyce.
Okay, so Fordyce had all the, it's set up like a museum where you go through and see how they did it in the past. These are absolutely stunning buildings. We took a walk on the promenade yesterday, and it was kind of interesting because it has some historical stuff up there in reference to like a bandstand and all.
Yeah.
Now this is the one that we're going to be going in today. It's first come, first serve, and then it starts getting busy, they said, right around lunchtime, and that's the time we're here. So hopefully it won't be too busy. The rest of them, are they on appointments, babe? So the rest of the bathhouses are on appointments. So we'll go in here, but this is where we're going. All right, folks, well, we just got out of there. How long we spend in there?
About an hour and a half.
Spent about an hour and a half in there. Now they have 4 pools. One's 92,
95.
95, 98, 102, and 104. So if you're like George Costanza, you don't have to worry about shrinkage. It's plenty warm in there. But it was, the 104 was definitely hot. And if you stayed in there any amount of time, you're definitely sweating. So it wasn't a bad experience. It wasn't as crowded as I thought it was going to be. So it was quite enjoyable, just hanging out and getting a little therapeutic treatment. Is that what you call it?
Yes, therapeutic treatment.
Therapeutic treatment. But I'm gonna tell you something. That minerals, whatever's in that water, got my skin itching. I'm talking itching. So we're gonna walk around, show you guys a few more spots, and then talk to you about where we had lunch. Maybe show you a little bit more. We're gonna try to drive out, if we can, drive out to the lake, show you all some of the stuff at the lake. And other than that, we're just gonna enjoy ourselves having a couple of days off, and then we're gonna head back to the farm. All right, so if you guys end up visiting, just remember this is the more modern one, and it is first come, first serve. So the sooner you get there, the better. And then once they have all the people they can have in there, then they'll write your name down on the list, and you can go in after that. But it is first come, first serve. All right, that is Fordyce Bathhouse, and that's where you'd go to see the museum. And we talked to you guys earlier about where they, up on the promenade, where they had a band stand. And that's up there where the people on the very top are sitting. Where the trees are, there used to be a bandstand up there, and the bands played in the older days, and it echoed through the city. So, which one's this one? The Maurice. This one is the Maurice. Yeah, I believe the Maurice is being renovated right now, so it's not open. So if you guys are wondering what it looks like on the other side of Bath Road, this is the town of Hot Springs, and this whole side on this side is Bath Road. This over here is just shops and hotels. If you see this right over here, this is the Ohio Club. So that Ohio Club over there, just over that golf cart's got some Bud Light signs in it. That's where the mobsters would meet, hang out, have drinks, and party over there. This one, this bathhouse is called the Hell House. Let's get y'all the board on it. And this one does lunches, brunches, and happy hour and all that. It's a restaurant now. And this one is called Superior Bass Brewery. All right, so this is where we ate lunch yesterday. Superior Bath Brewery. That's what it's called, right? Brewery. Anyway, the 2 hamburgers, $54. And I didn't even get bread, vegetables, chips, French fries, anything. I got 2 pieces of meat and cheese, and she got the burger and fries and coleslaw, and it was $54. And I wouldn't recommend this place. That's just me.
If you like maybe some craft brews, that might be your thing.
Yeah, if you drink, we don't drink, so if you want craft brews, that's fine. But we can't give you any advice on that, because this is all we had was the burgers. All right, so this is towards the outer end of the city. It makes a curve and it goes out, and this is Old Town. This is definitely not the new part. So you got some shops here and wax museum. What else? You got some sweet shops there.
Which the fudge is really good.
Yeah, she got the fudge. I didn't get anything. Here's the little plaque on the history of Bathhouse Row. You can actually take a cell phone tour and walk with your cell phone and do a whole tour down in this area. But we're gonna walk right down here behind these trees right here. And that is the Arlington Hotel and Spa. And she wants to see what the inside of it looks like. I'm gonna try to video what I can. Here it is right here. This is the history on the Arlington Hotel. And we should have been on the other sidewalk, to be honest with you, get a good view of it. Of course, we can go out in the park and get it. This is the Arlington. Beautiful hotel. I don't know if they'll let me film inside, but we're gonna walk up to it. And they're doing some kind of documentary film festival here while we're here this week. And we keep seeing the signs, but we hadn't seen anybody filming. It's beautiful in here. Can you imagine back in the day? Yeah. So you guys can see how from Arlington it goes down, the town goes down just a little bit more, and it just kind of abruptly ends. And then you start working your way down the other side. You have buildings like this. Oh, it's probably gonna be too windy to use this part, but just in case it's not, this is the other, towards the other end of town. The Bath Row is behind us now. The visitor center's here. It's got good parking. It is metered parking. So, have different shops and all that down here. We're having to get back to our vehicle because the time limit parking is 2 hours where we park, so we're hoping we didn't go over. This was pretty interesting to us. They have a basically a Walk of Fame here, and the little star shows you. The little star shows you what part of Arkansas this captain was from, and they have plenty of them. They have movie stars, singers. And they're all here in front of the visitor center. There's Dale Evans, Roy Rogers' wife. There's Sonny Liston. You guys know him, the boxer. So the Porterhouse right here is where we ate dinner last night. And I would give the food a 3.5 and the service a 5 all day long. Great service, but the food was a little short of what we expected. What's that, babe?
Mediocre at best.
Mediocre. So we're walking like we're gonna leave town, but our vehicle is parked up the road here. But this here is really where the old town begins. It's just short, just up the road there. It begins, and you come down just up the road, about a 1/4 of a mile on the right up there is Bathhouse Road. Hey folks, that's gonna do it for our trips to Hot Springs, Arkansas. Hopefully you learned a little bit from it. I know I did when it came to those bathhouses. She knew a little bit more than me. We had a good time here. Hope you enjoy the video. Hit those links at the bottom of the screen. We appreciate y'all joining us on Live in Texas, Hidden Spring Farm, when we're not on the farm. Y'all have a blessed day.